So when I think about ingredients that I would add to a cookie recipe, miso, not high on that list. However, it is really, really good. So today we're gonna make some peanut butter miso cookies. Let's get into it.
Into a medium bowl, we're going to add 1 3/4 cups of AP flour, 3/4 teaspoon of baking soda, and a half teaspoon of baking powder. Give everything a quick mix and set aside. Then to a stand mixer, we'll add a half cup of room temp unsalted butter, a half cup of sugar, and 1 cup of packed brown sugar. Now we're going to cream this on medium speed for at least 5 minutes until it looks fluffy and lightens in color. We'll then add a 1/3 cup of miso paste and a 1/4 cup of peanut butter and mix again. Both chunky or creamy work, but I'd stick to something less processed. Next, add 1 room temperature egg and 1 1/2 teaspoons vanilla, and you guessed it, mix again. Finally, we're going to add 1/3 of our flour mixture and combine on low speed until just incorporated. Repeat 2 more times until all of the flour has been added. And that's our cookie dough. Now that we have our dough, it's time to shape it. Scoop out about a palm-sized portion of dough and roll it between your hands until it's nice and round. Then roll your ball in a bowl of Demerara sugar until it's fully coated. For me, this ended up being about a half cup of sugar. Then place on a parchment-lined baking sheet, leaving room between each dough ball like you see here, and refrigerate for at least 2 hours and up to overnight. When you're ready to bake, place no more than 9 cookies to a pan as they will spread quite a bit, and bake in a 350-degree oven for 15 minutes. And now for my favorite, and honestly the weirdest part of this recipe. After 15 minutes, pull out your cookies and hit the pan against a flat surface to deflate your cookies. This ensures they are nice and thin and crisp instead of puffed in the middle. Finish them off in the oven for another 3 to 4 minutes, then hit them one more time against a flat surface before letting them cool for a few minutes on the baking sheet. And voila, peanut butter miso cookies. Let's give them a try.
So normally I don't actually like a thin and crispy cookie. However, in the case of these, it is exactly what they should be. So let's taste these. Perfection. Crispy, savory, peanut buttery, sugary. So, honestly, probably some of the best peanut butter cookies I think I've ever had. Interesting note, the recipe does not call for any salt. It's the first time I've ever seen that before, and that's because the miso itself adds so much umami and salty flavor to these cookies that you can't stop eating them. So I'm gonna finish this up. Let me know if you make these.